Once upon a time, during the coldest winter, a queen sat alone by her frosty window, stitching by candlelight. Suddenly, she pricked her finger with her needle, and a few drops of bright red blood fell onto the pure white snow on the sill. She stared at the stark contrast and whispered softly, "If only I could have a child with skin as pale as snow, lips as red as this blood, and hair as dark as midnight." Not long after, her wish came true. The queen gave birth to a baby girl who looked exactly as she had imagined. Her skin glowed like fresh snow, her lips shone deep red, and her hair was as black as the night sky. "We shall call her Snow Lily," the queen said with a smile. But joy was short-lived. The queen passed away soon after. A year later, the king remarried. His new wife was stunning, but her beauty hid a heart full of pride and cruelty. She could not bear the thought of anyone being more beautiful than herself. Every day, she would stand before her magical mirror and ask, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?" "Your Majesty, you are the fairest," the mirror would reply, satisfying her vanity until Snow Lily grew. By the age of 7, Snow Lily had already become more radiant than the queen. One morning, when the queen asked the same question, the mirror responded, "You are fair, my queen, but Snow Lily is fairer still." The queen's pride erupted into fury. Her envy turned to hate. She could no longer tolerate Snow Lily's presence. "Take the girl into the forest," she commanded the huntsman. "End her life and bring me her heart as proof." The huntsman led Snow Lily deep into the woods. When he raised his dagger, the girl cried, "Please, kind huntsman, spare me. I will never return." Looking at her innocent, frightened face, the huntsman felt compassion. She was far too pure to die. "Run, child. Escape and never come back," he whispered. To fool the queen, he hunted a wild boar instead and presented its heart to her. Believing Snow Lily dead, the queen cooked and ate it. Meanwhile, Snow Lily wandered alone, terrified through the dense forest. Shadows stretched around her, and every rustle of leaves made her jump. "What should I do? Where am I? Where can I go?" she murmured, running until she stumbled upon a small, peculiar cottage at sunset. Inside, she saw 7 tiny plates, 7 little cups, and 7 small beds. Exhausted and hungry, she tasted a bit from each plate, sipped from each cup, and tried each bed until she found one that was just right. When the 7 dwarves returned from the mountains, they were astonished. "Someone's been in our home. Who's been sitting in my chair, drinking from my cup, eating from my plate, and sleeping in my bed?" They found Snow Lily asleep. She was so beautiful and gentle that they decided not to wake her. That night they took turns keeping watch. In the morning, she awoke to find the dwarves around her. Friendly and kind, they asked how she had come to their home. Snow Lily recounted the wicked queen, the huntsman, and her harrowing journey through the forest. "If you stay with us, keep our home tidy, cook, clean, and so, we will protect you," the dwarves offered. "Thank you," she said gratefully. And for a time, she lived peacefully with them. Each morning, the dwarves warned, "Do not let anyone in. Your stepmother will discover you soon." Back at the palace, the queen consulted her magic mirror once more. "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?" To her horror, the mirror answered, "You are fair, my queen, but Snow Lily, beyond the hills with 7 dwarves, is fairer still."
Furious,
The queen disguised herself as an old merchant and traveled to the cottage. Beautiful ribbons for sale. Lovely fabrics? Snow Lily, seeing only a harmless woman, opened the door. "How pretty," she whispered, admiring the items. "Just try this on, dear. It will make you even lovelier," said the queen, secretly intending harm. The dwarves returned just in time to revive her. "That was your stepmother. Never open the door for strangers again," they warned. Not deterred, the queen tried again. This time offering a poisoned comb. Snow Lily fell unconscious when it touched her hair. But the dwarves saved her once more. Finally, the queen created a beautiful apple, poisoned on one side. Disguised as a farmer, she offered it to Snow Lily, cutting it in half to trick her. When Snow Lily bit the red side, she collapsed. The dwarves could not revive her. For 3 days they mourned, placing her in a glass coffin atop the mountain, taking turns keeping watch. One day a prince rode through the forest. Seeing Snow Lily in the glass coffin, he was struck by her beauty and pleaded to take her with him. As the coffin jostled, the poisoned piece of apple dislodged from her throat. "Where am I?" she whispered. "Safe now. Come with me to my castle. Will you be my queen?" asked the prince. She smiled and agreed. A grand wedding followed, filled with joy and splendor. The wicked queen, still thinking Snow Lily was dead, attended. Standing before her mirror, she asked the usual question. "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?" "You, my queen, are fair, but the new queen is fairer than you." In fear and rage, the queen was punished, forced to dance in red-hot iron shoes, till she fell lifeless. Snow Lily and the prince ruled with kindness, never forgetting the dwarves who had saved her. They visited often, always welcomed as honored guests, and together they all lived happily ever after.